Yeah, today we'll be looking at CURD operations. CURD operation basically means create, read, update, and delete data from the server. Like we'll implement a basic REST API that can perform all these operations. Let's look at the demo. What we are gonna achieve today. So I'm using a app called Burno. Burno is a API testing tool similar to Postman, but it is open source and fully offline. So first we will have an endpoint for login, and you can see, right, we can pass parameter in the body, username, password, and it will show the indication is correct or not. And there is another endpoint to this is just another one for writing, just sign up. Okay, it's a create, so we are passing this data, we created that. Here is the API for updating password. We update, just update the password for that user. There is delete the user. Deleting this user. This is deleted when you try to log in with the deleted user. Authentication fail, so that value got deleted. So read, write, update, delete. So we will start writing, start the implementation REST framework. So let's create a folder. Let's name flask-restx. Let's CURD operation. Okay, so into that folder, open Visual Studio on that one. Okay, first create a main file, main.py. I think let's first install the requirements. So we need Flask for that one. Let's add Flask as dependency, then flask-restx. So these are the dependency we need for that one. Let's save that. And let me change the Python interpreter. Okay, this is not what we need. Okay, another path, Python interpreter, flask-restx, REST API, bin. Let's choose Python. Okay. So it's changed REST API. So let's install this Flask. Requirements. So to install the requirements, Python module pip install, and we can add -r2 recursively to perform this operation recursively, and requirement.txt -y to pass value as default argument for installing, if it's asked whether you do an install or not. Okay, let's send it off by okay, it's already installed, so that's why it's showing this output. Okay, let's go to the code. Okay, so in this let's call this API as a fake book. So let's create a folder called fakebook, and let's initialize this package, init .py. This init.py basically means it's a package. That's how we identify package in Python. So from main folder, let's now like first initialize the flask in init from from flask import flask from flask restx import restx import API. Let's say API. API and just initialize our app is equal to flask name and API. Let's change API. So API is equal to API of app is equal to app, and let's app, and from the main.py let's import that from Facebook import app. So let's create a shell script to run this Flask app. Go to the root directory, create a file, run.sh. Export Flask app is main.py. By default it's app.py. Since we are using main.py, we have to specify that. Export Flask debug is equal to tru, and then run Python or Flask. Now we can directly run. Now go to the terminal, let's run the app, clear it, sh, run.sh. Let's start a debug server. Let's go to the directory. Directly let's go to the endpoint. So we get a basic Swagger UI with swagger.json and everything. Now go to VS Code. Currently we have only .init. Let's create a file for managing URLs and routes. Routes means basically we are managing resource. So routes.py and url.py. So in routes. Let's close this folder. So let's create a resource in routes.py. Let's import resource from flask-restx. Import resource and let's define the class. Let's call external developer authentication. Let's inherit resource, and for login we will be only supporting get a post function. So let's define post self. So just return Okay, let's save this and refresh from check in the browser. Okay, so it's not there. Now we add a resource, but we have to map it to an API routes, right? So we'll go to routes. Okay, from routes import authentication API from import. No, so let's we do import app from root import app. Does it work? Does it have any error? No, it will work. Okay, so app. So let's not import app. Let's import API. So API dot add resource like external application authentication until login. Okay, let's save that. Yeah, service reloaded. Yeah, it's still not here. So basically we have to import this URL in the initialization file. Okay, after initializing the API, let's import from root import URLs. Let's say that. Yeah, there are no errors. Let's go to the browser and check it. Yeah, now we got the default namespace login. Let's execute this one. Yeah, we got the response 200 and okay. So first let's update this name default and default namespace. For that, let's go to the API and default default is equal to, let's code external dev authentication. So let's say that and refresh. Yeah, namespace change. We can update the details as well. Default, I think it's details. What is that? It's description. Description is API for external developer authentication. Okay, like that. That's it. Let's reload. No, it's not. Description. Let's go to the API definition. What is that? Title API title. This is our definition. Is it title? No. Description. Is there an, oh, here it's updated the description. Actually, let's namespace. What is this? Default namespace label. Default label. Okay, it's default label. Default label. Okay, let's add a description as well, like for this API. Description is equal to what can do? Yeah, RESTful RESTful API for external developers. Okay, currently this documentation in the root directory. Let's change that one. Like, that's not ideal way to put that one. Okay, let's doc is equal to let's move to doc okay, it's adding. Okay, so it's moved to doc. First let's input let's try to fix this login. Okay, it's already, I mean, this routing and everything is implemented. So let's go to the resource.py, routes.py, and let's go cut the API. For login, we are passing two parameters, right, in the body. It's a form, so we need to catch this variable. Let's go to Studio and let's input request pass request pass from REST API and form data. Let's capture the form data is equal to request pass dot request. This request is from flask dot form. This will return the form data, and let's capture the username. Username is equal to form data dot get username. For password, form data dot get password, and let's check if it's not equal to none. If we didn't pass this variable, then we'll be getting none. Okay. Now first let's print this one. Okay, print format username and password. I think instead of printing, let's return this one. Return. Okay. We can return the string. Let's go to login and write login. Yeah, we're running the username and password. Let's only pass username. We are receiving none. Like, okay, here we're using get function. Like, if you didn't use get function directly, access the value like normal array or something, then it will crash if there is no value. So let's check if it's not null. If username is not none and password is not none, then only we will be validating this one. Return. I think let's return same. Okay, if it's none, let's let's say something went wrong. So let's save that and run that. We get something went wrong, even if it's one of the parameters missing. If it's both missing, it's working. So let's send us a JSON message. Something went wrong. I think instead of message we can use error. Right. Password. Yeah, something went wrong. Okay, if it's let's correct. If it's correct network request, then we are returning the same. Okay, and for this one, like if you have to check the username password, we need to store this data. But let's keep it simple. Let's create a fake model instead of real database. Model.py, and let's create a fake database, and let's store the details in an array. But we have to store username, password, and key value, right? So let's create an array of dictionary. First initialize it with the username, admin, password 1 2, and let's save this. Let's import the database from models, import fake database as db. Okay, let's implement the login scenario. Here we check if it's not none, and after that let's, if it's not none, and for user in db, for users in db, we will check if first we'll check if there is a valid username. I mean, we are able to find same username. If user dot, no, we will access the username in the dictionary. Username is equal to given username. If it's same, then we will check for the password. If user of password is equal to the password we received in API, if it's same, then return message authentication successful. Authentication successful. And for now, for debugging purpose, just pass the payload as well. Okay, after message we will, okay, message payload username username. If it's successful login, let's do not share the password. Let's authentication type, auth type, password. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, by default we have only admin. Okay, authentication successful, payload admin. Suppose we will pass an invalid password. What will happen? Yeah, it's not send. It's executing the last return type, but it's not specifically saying that password is incorrect. Okay, let's fix that one. If okay, we will add a else case for this password. Okay, else return what? Return error, invalid password, invalid password, and okay, it should be like this. Error is equal to valid password, and let's return the payload. Payload in array username. For your case scenario, like if password isn't correct, we are sharing the password as well. Password. Okay, let's try this scenario. Your invalid password, admin password, which is the value we share. For successful scenario, it's working. So let's check if username is not found. So if outside of this DB, instead of this return case, we should return that username unable to. That username doesn't exist in DB. Here we'll delete this one. We'll send the error. Invalid user ID, username, okay, and then payload. Username, password. Okay, let's try that. If I press admin1, invalid username. Okay, that's working. Admin. Okay, so this login endpoint is now working. Let's create another endpoint for sign up for. Class external developer sign up. Let's inherit resource In sign up also we'll only support get post function, define post serve. Similar to the login, we need to get the data in the form format. We'll look at the API. For sign up, we are sending data in form. You can see right here, it's a multi-part form. Okay, let's first get the form data. Request parse dot request parse dot request dot form. Okay, and let's get the username. Username is equal to form data. Yeah, but I got that. Username password is equal to form. What is that? Yeah, form dot data dot get password. Okay, for password, and first let's return this. No, don't return this payload. First, let's iterate through the existing database and check if the username already exists. So for user in DB, if user, sorry, there's if user dot username is equal to the given username, then we have to return return JSON with an error message. Error user name is taken, and just pass payload as well. Payload username password Okay, so let's try to sign up. And okay, first we have to add this endpoint, the urls.py, import that endpoints, extend develop sign up, api.add resource, extend develop sign up, sign up, and let's save that. Okay, let's go to the browser and check if it's there. Yeah, we got the post. Okay, login. Okay, we got it. Actually, it's not a post. For sign up, yeah, it's post. Sorry. Okay, sign up. Okay, we are. Let's hit the API. Let's do sign up with admin. Username is taken. What about Savio? For this one, it's run nil because we are not returning if username doesn't exist. Okay, then first we have to add this value to the dictionary. db.append that user. First create the user variable. User is equal to it's a dictionary, right? First an empty dictionary, and user is equal to dictionary, and after initializing dictionary, let's add username. Username is equal to username user password is equal to password username user. Okay, then let's append user, then return message account, and let's paste 201 as the status code. Okay, let's sign up as Savio. Yeah, account creator. Okay, then let's log in with that user. Savio. Yeah, it's already successful. Sign up is working. Account creator. Now the username is already taken because I already sign up with same user. Let's create another class to update a password. Class external developer update password. I inherit the source. Okay, here for the update password, let's define input inherit self, same as other. Like let's get the form data. Form data is equal to request pass dot request dot form username actually we forgot something, like we forgot to check if it's empty data for while sign up. So if username is none or password is none, we have to return error. Okay, so let's close that. Username is equal to from data dot username, password is equal to from data dot password, and if surname is none or password is none, then return error. Something went wrong. Okay, let's pass payload as well. Payload username let's add a comma here. Username, add a comma here. Password. Okay, if it's none, we will pass this one. If it's not none, we have to update the password. Let's check for that username for user in DB. If user of username is equal to, username is correct, sort of password will be new password and return message updated password and 201. That pass 201 status code. Okay, if and return if the user user not found. Suppose in this loop this return, user updated password never executed, that means that user is not available, so username not found will be returned. Yeah, we have to add this URL. First import that one. Okay, external update password pay.add resource, external update password, add the endpoint. What's the password? Yeah, update password. So let's save that. Okay, username not found for first time. Survey is not there. Let's add admin. Yeah, now it's password 13. Login with admin 12. It should fail. It's 13. Yeah, authentication fail, successful, have a password, invalid network because something went wrong. If sorry is not there, let's use that as okay, username not found. Okay, so that's good. Then now add a delete function. I mean a route to delete class external developer delete account. Resource define delete self. No, it's not delete, it's remove. Right, yes, it's remove. Return, let's okay, and let's add this parameter URL extended delete account. Add resource external delete account delete. I think we are seeing delete for delete account. Yes, delete. Let's hit that API. Okay, delete. I think then this is also delete. Yeah, okay, it's delete. Function is delete. Okay, let's check the first get that username form data is equal to request pass dot request dot form username form data dot get username password is equal to form data dot get password, and if username is none or password is none, return error, something wrong, something went wrong, and payload username password okay, let's try that scenario. Yeah, something went wrong. Username is now okay. It's so now we know that request parameter is correct, and search for that user in DB user of username username if it's correct, then we'll check for the password. Sort of password. Let's call the password. I think if it's missing. Okay. If it is password, return. Now let's just run that. So by default we only have admin with password 12. That's the data we used to initialize fake database. Oh, it's failing. If username password correct, return deleted. Why should fail? What's the error? Keyword pass. Okay. If username. Oh, there is no keyword password. Password. Okay. I think it's safe to use get, right? So it won't crash. Okay. Let's add something with 1. Will it crash? No, it won't crash. Okay, I think it's safe to use get instead of this bracket. Okay, I should update all the okay. We'll do that later. Okay, it's deleted. First you have to delete that one. Okay, use db dot remove user. Let's try that one first. Sign up with Savio, new user created, and try to delete that account. Now for okay, delete that account. Delete it, so it's working. After delete, I'm able to log in. Is it really deleted? No, it's 2. Okay, invalid username doesn't exist, so that's a good sign. Okay, so return. Let's return search deleted account. Okay, deleted account. Yeah, let's keep it simple, that much. And we had a else case, else for the passive validation. Return invalid password, wrong password. Yeah, and show the payload. Password, password. Okay, let's sign up and delete. Try to delete account with the invalid password. Invalid password. Correct password. Delete it. Okay. Then you have to go username not found, right? If we complete this execution and we didn't delete any user, then user doesn't exist. Error. Okay. Valid username. Are we passing invalid username for login? Yeah. Let's follow the same. Invalid username and set a payload. Username. Okay, let's do service since that doesn't exist. Invalid username. So we complete the basic code function. So I will let update all the all the dictionary access with get function, and we later tomorrow we will try to implement a database. Currently we are using FakeDB. We will try to implement database function. We will use a SQLite database. Later we will go with for login route. We will return a JW token, and for update password delete that authentication is required. We will implement that later.